Aerial Recovery, a charity composed of former US military veterans, are assisting vulnerable people fleeing the crisis and working with the Ukrainian authorities to establish a system that will help protect and evaluate some of the vulnerable children.
Some American groups are doing what they can.
Our objective has been to help and assist the local government.
This is a mission to deliver critical aid inside Ukraine. But to get here, you have to rewind to this Rzeszów, Poland warehouse where it's loaded, and even further to Miami, where the disaster relief organization known as GEM has dispatched 68 shipping containers of life-saving aid. And many of those supplies will be driven into Ukraine by the men and women of Aerial Recovery Group, many of whom are former U.S. military special operators. Once the supplies are delivered, Aerial Recovery's mission switches, and team members like former U.S. Air Force pararescueman Jordan Bowen focus on picking up families in danger zones and moving them to safety in western Ukraine.
The volunteers are eagle-eyed on the kids, constantly counting them, on the lookout for potential traffickers, people smugglers, blending in, looking for an opportunity to take advantage. The plan is to keep the kids in Ukraine, their home, and not to further displace them.
Bittersweet comes to mind because we put so much effort into ensuring that we conduct these rescues in a safe manner. There's a lot of intelligence that comes together before we even conduct them.
I wanted to make sure that our time and our money was not wasted. I went out and met with Aerial Recovery Group, an incredible group of individuals. They're there doing God's work. They're trying to help children get out of the harm's way. Actually have an official agreement with the government of Ukraine to try to keep the orphans that can stay in country and find them safe houses and get them out of the besieged cities.
Aerial Recovery is dedicated to saving lives. We are veteran-led, and we want to be the bridge between need and resource.
I think if we could sum it into one word, the word would be scale. What we need to do is we need to get more veterans involved in all of these situations across the world. And we can't do that without support. It's simple. The more veterans we have to be able to deploy and help people across the world, because the need is everywhere, and we have the resources to bring the proper people there with your help.
Our goal isn't just to go in and save lives one time. We want to stay, and we want to make sure that people get back on their feet better than they were before the disaster took place. There's only so many resources, and so many people need them, and when you meet people that are starving or need water or medical help, you've got to maximize those resources, and we're able to do that through our strategic partnerships and getting aid where it needs to go, when it needs to be there. Every single person has a purpose. The world needs you to step into your purpose. People are suffering across the globe every single day that you don't.